Okay, so I've done quite a few cyclocross camps and clinics, and without fail, one of the most common questions is, what tire pressure should I run? And fair enough, it's a really important part of cross. Unlike on the mountain bike where you're able to rely on that big meaty tread hooking up with the ground, we're dealing with far smaller, far more minimal tread that's a little bit faster rolling too. And because of that, it's not just the tread that matters, it's actually having the casing conform to the ground. And that's achieved by setting up the right tire pressure. And that's also why having something like a really high 350 TPI Challenge Team Edition tire actually matters. A higher thread count on the tire means a more supple casing, means that you can actually run slightly higher tire pressure and still have that casing conform to the ground and get your tread while you're going around corners or over rough terrain. This right here is what a tire with too much air pressure looks like. As you can see, the tire's not bending, the tread's not meeting the ground, and because of that, it means that at any point in time, the tire could sort of slide away from beneath you. What this feels like is you'll be riding along and all of a sudden, boom, on the ground, won't know what happened. This one right here is what a tire with too little air pressure looks like. As you can see, the tire is conforming to the ground, and then all of a sudden it's starting to fold over, and that's when you lose traction. You have lots of traction on the tread, but once the tire folds over and you end up on that slippery sidewall, boom, on the ground, lose your front or rear tire. That's not what you want. So that leaves us with a tire with the perfect amount of air pressure. You can see it's right in between. The tread's on the ground, the sidewall's conforming a little bit, but it's neither folding over nor staying firm and letting you lose traction. So now you might be asking, okay, that's great. I know what it looks like, but how do I actually figure that out for myself? And there's no easy answer besides it's trial and error. I would recommend that you go out with your tire gauge, pick a pressure that you want to start with, ride some laps on that, and then if you're new to this, add a ton of pressure, maybe 10 PSI, and feel what riding something with too much air pressure feels like. Then take away 10 PSI. Check out what something with too little air pressure feels like, and gradually work your way in until you find that happy medium. Once you find that, that's actually a really good starting point for you at all of your races in those conditions. So if you have a dry race and you decided that 25 PSI is your starting point, go with that. That gives you the flexibility on those course inspection laps to raise it or lower it by a PSI or two, but it means that you have a really good starting point for everything moving forward. And then when it starts raining, you can do the exact same thing for muddy conditions. Play around, see what different tire pressures feel like. There is no one set tire pressure number that works for everybody. So when I hear the question, what tire pressure are you running? It doesn't matter that much. What matters is you have one that works for you, and that's going to take some trial and error.